Hello and welcome. In this video today, we're gonna talk about the things that you should know before joining Monat. This is a part 2 video to my original video, so stick around so you can hear more about those things. And this is a 6-month follow-up update from the time I did that video. So we wanna see if the things that I mentioned there still remain true. Are you ready to see? Hi and welcome here, Shari Laverde, aka Modern Mom Boss. This channel is all about the lifestyle and business. And in this particular video today, I wanted to focus on a 6 months update to a video that I did, things you should know before joining Monat. I did that very early on when I had started this business. This is now 6 months into the business, and there's some things that I mentioned there that I believe still to this day remain to be very true and prevalent to the things that we do here. And then there's one particular tip that I want to talk about that I didn't mention in that first video that little did I know was going to be very important when running this business. So let's just jump right in. Okay, first things first, if you recently joined, welcome to the team. You're going to learn a lot and you're going to have so much fun. If you're still in the fence about it, you've been thinking, you've been hearing a lot about it, and you want to learn a little bit more, again, I suggest you watch my video, things you should know before joining Monat, link above, just because there I talk about certain things that you should know up front before joining this. Nevertheless, I just do want to say disclaimer, this job anybody can do this. You can join and you can make this your own. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, because everybody that joins this business has different goals for themselves. So whatever one person is doing does not necessarily mean that it's exactly what you're gonna do. What do I mean by that? You know, if you want this to be like a full-time income, you know, you are gonna work your business a little bit different than somebody who is just doing this as a part-time, just a side hustle, bringing in a couple of $100s, you know, a month, extra cash to take care of certain things. So there is a difference on how you work your business depending on what you want and your goals. So that's a side tip, side note that I want you to keep in mind when you are hearing, you know, this video. Again, if you want to know the tips that I talked about at the beginning when I started this business, there is another video. This is pretty much a part 2, a continuation to that. Okay, so let me jump to tip number 1. Let's just jump right in. Something that I had mentioned in the past was, you know, mindset. It's going to be a huge part on how you succeed in this business. And 6 months into this business, that stays and remains true. That's actually a big part of our business. So let me rephrase that. Tip number 1 is working on your personal development. That goes in hand with your mindset. Those things go together. Okay. And, you know, part of you wanting to work on your personal development and in your mindset, it's because that's going to determine to how you're gonna move forward, run your business, and if you're gonna succeed or not. And what do I mean by that? You know, a lot of the times we have these limiting beliefs that we can't accomplish or do certain things, and that happens when, let's say, I'm gonna give you an example. You know, at the beginning when I started, I was growing super fast, like at a very rapid rate. That's nothing wrong with that, but you know, little did I know that I had to prepare when I had, let's say, a month that wasn't as successful or as good. So when you work on your personal development, you know and you understand that you do have those let's say, quote unquote, bad months or not as successful months, and you have a little bit of a setback, that we don't just sit there and dwell on that. That's something for us to just continue to learn from and move on. And you move and fall forward, you know, we never fall back. So you need to be very prepared for those moments. So when you are doing personal development, you're learning a lot about yourself. You're learning also too and exploring your strengths, because you want to work, you know, on that. You want to be able to know what are your strengths, right? So that you can push forward and use that in advantage to your business as you're growing. So there's a lot that goes into that. But I think, again, when you have the right mindset and you are learning personal development, one thing that you're doing is you're taking taking ownership for the things that you're doing. You know, you are your own boss, you are your own business owner. So everything that you do, decisions that you make, that impact your business has to do primarily, you know, with you. And you pretty much decide how you want to run this. You want to run slow, you want to slow and steady, go for it. You want to go really fast and do what you got to do to grow it, you know, as fast as you can, by all means, you know. But what I'm saying is you're taking ownership, you're taking accountability of the things that, you know, pretty much happen in your business and what you are doing to make it grow. So again, little did I know personal development was going to be a huge part of my growth in this business and learning a lot about myself, the skills that I have, that I possess, plus the things that I want to learn and pretty much strengthened in order for me to continue, you know, to develop this team, to be a leader in my team. And I absolutely love learning. I absolutely love implementing things that I feel are beneficial to me as a person and to my business in general. So something that I want to mention, side note, this is not sponsored, but you know, I started reading, and that's part of my personal development, and anybody that is working on that will tell you too that they have somehow, some way or another implementing some kind of type of reading, maybe reading books that will help them in their business. So I started reading this book, which I absolutely love. It's called Get Over Your Damn Self. And you know what? This book is amazing for those who are in the network marketing, or if this is your first time being in network marketing, or you have been. This is an amazing book to get you pretty much the foot in the door and let you know what's going on, you know, in this type of business and industry, so that you better prepare yourself to, you know, take on the responsibilities, what it is, and how to succeed. So I absolutely love it. I'm having so much fun reading it and actually learning a lot. And I'm learning things that I'm implementing on my day-to-day basis. So tip number 2, and why I think this is important, you know, something that I mentioned in my previous video was knowing your why. I think it's very important that you do understand and you know, why are you in this type of industry? Why are you doing this business? Why did you join? What do you want to get out of this? And the reason you want to have a very, very strong why from the get-go, I think, is because that's going to be your driving force. That's going to be your motivation, the thing that wakes you up every day and has you working on your business. Okay, you guys, you know, this is not a 9 to 5 regular job where, you know, you are given certain tasks and things that you have to do with deadlines. Okay, this is something that you wake up every day and you say, how many hours I want to work my business today? You know, what I want to do today differently, what personal development, you know, the tasks I'm going to be doing today. Am I going to be reading my book? Am I going to be, you know, calling people? Am I going to be implementing anything that I've learned in my trainings? You have to make that decision. So it's very important that if you don't motivate yourself, or you don't have a strong enough why you're doing this, chances are that you're not gonna wake up every day and give it your 100% or work towards it. There's gonna be days where you're gonna slack. There's gonna be days where you're just like, I don't feel like doing it today. You're gonna work based on your mood, like your mood for the day. So you don't want to do that. And now for your last and final tip number 3, one that I did not discuss on that first video, but I wanted to talk about it in this one, because something that I've learned in this past month is that definitely you want to have goals. Okay, so you want to know, what are you working towards? So one thing, it's great that you love your business, it's great that you're doing what you're supposed to do, it's great that you have a strong enough why, you wake up every day motivated to work on it. But also too, what I've learned is that if you don't set yourself goals, sometimes we don't see growth in our business, and that's very huge and important, right? If you are starting a business and you are running a business, you cannot just go with the flow and see what happens the next month. You need to set yourself timelines to things that you wanna do and accomplish. So goals can be anything, but one important thing about the goals that you set for yourself, they have to be achievable and time sensitive. Okay, so for example, if you started this and you're like, I love everything about it, you know, I want to make this a full-time gig, I want to work every day towards it, and I want to make sure I make enough income that I replace my current income. Then, you know, what is your goal for the month? Obviously, you're not going to accomplish that the first month right off the back. You won't. Okay. So in order for you to accomplish that and go ahead and, move forward in the month and be motivated to work towards your, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, you need to give yourself a time slot. Okay, so you can say, I know that over time, I know that in 6 months I want to be able to, let's say, quit my job and do this full time, right? That's your goal. Great. What are you going to do every month to reach that goal? So you need to, that big goal, right, you need to go ahead and shorten it and make it little goals that you know are more attainable, that it's going to guide you to achieving that long term. So if this month you set yourself and you say, you know, I want to get these many customers by the end of the month, I want to get these many business partners, you know, at the end of the month, that you are every day working towards achieving that. And again, that particular goal for that month, it's gonna go into another goal that you're gonna have for the next month, and so forth, until you accomplish that big goal for yourself. So talking about goals too, let's say you're just like, you know, I'm limited in time, I want to take this business slow, I like the whole idea of making extra income, that's why I joined, but I can only put, you know, I don't know, 5 to 10 hours a week to it. That's great and that's fine, but stay committed to doing that. Now make sure that you set on a calendar and a schedule the 2 hours that you're gonna work and what are you gonna work on. Okay, that is important as well. We don't say 2 hours and you sit there and you're staring at your papers and phone for 2 hours. We want to make sure that those 2 hours you're taking action and that you're doing what you have to do in order for you to, again, grow your business. So like I mentioned at the beginning, this is a part 2 to the video that I already had created regarding things you should know before joining Monat. I felt the need to want to come in here 6 months later and talk a little bit more on those tips that I had mentioned, because I felt like some of them became very, very important and very true to the business. And then again, there was other tips that I had not mentioned, like the goal setting, that is actually a big and huge part of it. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned these things because I think it's important that you know when you are joining this type of industry pretty much what to expect if you wanted to make it work for you. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, you guys. I had an amazing time just coming in here and sharing those tips with you. I apologize, I'm outside, the sun is hitting my face, the wind is going, so the audio might be a little off today, but we move forward with it. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you have questions on anything that I have mentioned, please comment below. If you follow me on Instagram, if you have not been following me yet, there you can send private messages if you have a particular question. I've gotten certain questions that people feel maybe a little bit nervous writing here in the comments below. So there you can DM me. I can answer any questions that you have. And subscribe to the channel if you're new and watching this video for the first time. And I can't wait to record another video. We have so much more content coming and I'm excited for that. Thank you for watching, guys. We will see you on the next video. Bye.